You've got a really nice haircut.
You just cut my hair with scissors from the 100 yen store without my permission.
I wanted to cut it even more, but you refused because that hairstyle was ugly.
I had no problem with that hairstyle in Spain or Brazil. So, what is this fairy tale like, or whatever, world? Are you the one behind it?
No way. I've just gotten lost in someone's thoughts. I can sense that someone has a strong desire to be in this kind of world. What's more, there are people who strengthen and amplify that desire. But it's a very shallow world. It's a forced worldview. Look, you can almost touch the full moon. It's a very beautiful world, even if it's just a paper dummy. The owner of the thoughts wants to be in this kind of world. Wow, it's crumbled, but it's still beautiful.
Is it okay to break it?
It's just a thought, something someone forced into existence, so there's no problem.
I thought you were just a mind reader, but you can do this too.
No way, I was just caught up in the thoughts of a certain person who worked hard to create this world and a certain person who is strengthening it.
Ryoto, if I'm late for the first period tomorrow, I won't get enough credits.
Tora, your grades aren't bad.
The problem is that ethics class is only on Tuesdays, first period. I can't wake up.
No, I know you can't wake up because you're always late, but in a crisis like this, you should wake up.
First of all, I can't sleep. Because I can't sleep, even if I try to stay up until morning. When I wake up, it'll be time to be late. If being late doesn't count as attendance, I'll have no credits tomorrow. I want Ryoto to understand how lonely it is to ride the bus alone, when there are no other high school students on board.
I don't really want to understand. Hey, Rina, did something happen?
Ryoto, why do you think something happened to me?
Because Rina looked displeased.
Yeah, was that what I looked like? Tora, was I weird?
Rina, I didn't have time to look at other people's faces, so I don't know.
Rina, have you heard anything from Goto-sensei?
Goto-sensei. My cousin sent me a line message saying she wanted to go to karaoke with Goto-sensei as her sponsor.
Hey, Rina, that's great. Going to a sponsored karaoke party?
Tora, Mr. Goto is a terrible singer and never lets go of the microphone, so they call it the giant recital. Rina, don't go to something like that.
I'm thinking of reasons to say no.
Please pretend you promised to teach Tora and me about modern society. I'll have my parents call Reina's house to thank her. Mr. Goto, you know I'm not good at civics.
Thank you. Now I don't have to go to Giant's recital.
If it were me, I'd go to karaoke even if I had to listen to bad singing.
It might be okay for Tora, but even if it's not intentional, singing that's out of sync with the music is disgusting. And Goto-sensei's rhythm isn't even right, so it's quite painful.
By the way, it seems like Goto-sensei is an acquaintance of Reina's. Who is he?
To me, he was my middle school teacher. I found out when I got to high school that he was Reina's uncle.
What is this world?
The world of a certain person who created yesterday's thoughts.
It's just human thoughts, but there are explosions in outer space even though there is no oxygen. It's just human thoughts, but there are explosions in outer space even though there is no oxygen. That must be a nuclear fusion reaction.
This is bad. The Earth will be destroyed.
In one person's world of thought, it's okay if it breaks down.
The mind of the person who owns this thought will be broken more than ever. This is too much trouble, so I'll drag the person who caused it here.
What? Wow, was this the one who created that fairy tale world?
That's not true.
Who are you guys? Why are you in Reina's heart?
I'll explain later. But more importantly, right now, Reina is trying to destroy the Earth where she lives. I'm using my power to stop her, but if I don't protect Reina's heart, her world will be destroyed.
As expected, the attitude of a guy who assumes that Reina won't tell anyone around and casually invites her to karaoke is sure to shatter her heart into pieces.
Ryoto-kun, you can read Reina-san's mind. And you can enter into it. Ryoto-kun's ability strengthens and amplifies Reina-san's world of thoughts.
That's amazing. Is it possible for a mere human to do something like that?
Now that I've called Ryoto here, this world has become just Reina's thoughts, which don't have much power. It's okay to destroy the earth now.
Reina must have felt something so much that she wanted to destroy it. Perhaps it was anger.
Reina isn't truly in despair, but it's the closest thing to despair.
I don't understand what you and the high school student are talking about.
The explanation will come little by little as the world calms down, so please wait. First of all, Ryoto, tomorrow, no matter what, make sure Tora is ready for the first period on time.
Hey, that has nothing to do with Reina. Besides, if we compare the school to a clock, my house is at 12 o'clock and Tora's house is at 8 o'clock. And it's probably locked, so I can't enter Tora's house.
Reina and Tora's situations are related. You're Goto-sensei's student, right? Reina doesn't want anyone to know what Goto-sensei did to her. She doesn't want anyone to know that Goto-sensei is hitting on other girls either. Tora's house is on the right side of the front door, and the sash window in the Japanese-style room at the back is unlocked, so she could have taken Tora-kun out through there, even if she had to force him. Ryoto is bigger and stronger, so it should be possible. Reina sees Ryoto meddling in Tora-kun's affairs as well, and doesn't suspect that the other girl is a victim, she just sees him as a kind friend.
Even if I try my best to ride my bike to Tora's house, he'll probably be asleep. And I don't think I'll be able to get him to the bus stop. I've come up with a really uncool way to do it, but is that okay?
At this point, coolness doesn't matter.
Didn't you just say coolness doesn't matter?
I'll hear that again.
You cut my hair because you thought it wasn't cool. I was fine in Italy and Hong Kong with that hairstyle.
Ryoto, you have the power to read Reina's mind, enter into it, and amplify her thoughts.
I don't know if it's amplifying Reina's thoughts, but I hate Goto for taking advantage of the fact that Reina hasn't told anyone and pretending it never happened, continuing to be a teacher, and making it seem like he loves his niece. Goto takes advantage of the fact that Reina is scared of being exposed by inviting her to karaoke.
That's right. I'm a thought reader. I think it's called psychometry these days. He's a previous life reader. Reina's thoughts were so strong, and Ryoto amplified them even more, and we got lost in the world of thoughts.
You are people who can see past lives in psychometry.
Since Goto-sensei seems to prefer girls under 10 years old, he probably won't lay a hand on Reina again. Reina didn't understand what he meant at first either. When she realized what he meant, she fell apart. As a teacher, Goto was trusted by Reina's family, so Reina couldn't bring herself to tell him. But even so, Reina has to live her life as a normal person. To be honest, I think the right thing to do would have been to tell someone. If she had done so, no other victims would have been created. Rather than being right, Reina prioritized protecting her public image. If she had spoken, she might have been able to move on from her past with Goto and live in peace. As a woman, I understand why Reina doesn't want to talk. She's picking up the broken parts of herself and creating a new version of herself, like a picture. She's filing away her past and talking about what she needs to talk about at the time. Ryoto, you'll understand that because you've seen some of the files. Some of them are full of very wonderful details from your past. Goto is an admirable villain, and he's cleverly taking advantage of Reina's fear of being found out. He's the one who will open up the past that she has filed away and locked away. Ryoto explained the bits and pieces of Reina's files that he had seen. If Reina had made the accusation, she could escape from Goto-sensei and be free, but that's not what she wants. But she does want to live in peace. I think Ryoto, who can read Reina's mind, can help her with that. I don't think it's possible to save her from everything, but he can help. I don't know if it's possible, but Reina intends to live a normal life.
High school student, I've seen people who bought girls from pimps or stores be reborn as humans. But I've never seen anyone who abused girls be reborn as humans. I think that even being reborn is probably not something that's allowed.
Thank you. I would rather see Goto punished in this life than in the next life, which may or may not exist. But I overcome even that hatred and pray for Reina's happiness.
Even now, Goto continues to victimize young girls. I wonder who is happier. A woman who is so traumatized that she forgets and starts acting strangely, or a woman who remembers and lives in fear forever.
Both are unfortunate, but this Goto guy is still doing this. Wouldn't it be more just to turn him over to the police?
It's the world that Rina desired, more than justice, correctness, or freedom of mind, so for Ryoto, that's everything. But to think that one way to escape the cycle of reincarnation is something like that. It would be fine to just reincarnate or to work hard and escape the cycle of reincarnation. It's already morning outside. Hee, Tora-kun really just can't wake up. He's being carried to school looking all uncool. But in a way, he might just be the coolest boy in the world.